Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. All right, next up, we've got Vitor Petrino versus Dustin Jacoby in a light heavyweight clash. This one's got all the makings of a someone's going to sleep fight, so grab your popcorn and let's dive in. Vitor Petrino, starting with Vitor Icao Petrino, the minus 280 favorite with an 11-1 record. This guy doesn't play around. He's got power for days. Seriously, when he swings, it looks like he's trying to send people to the shadow realm. And let's be clear, he doesn't just hit hard, he hits with bad intentions, but there's a catch. Petrino's cardio isn't exactly what you'd call marathon ready. He tends to slow down as the fight progresses, which makes sense when you're swinging sledgehammers every other punch. That said, even when he's gassed, he carries that fight-ending power late into the rounds. It's like he's playing a video game where his stamina bar is empty, but the power-ups are still somehow working. On the ground, Petrino is no slouch. He's shown flashes of solid grappling, but let's be real, he's here to knock your head off, not chain together a highlight reel of sweeps. If he can keep this fight on the feet and dictate the pace early, he's a serious problem for Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby. Now let's look at Dustin, the Hanyak Jacoby, the plus 230 underdog with a record of 19-9. Jacoby's got a kickboxing background that makes him one of the more technical strikers in the division. When he's on, his combinations are clean, and his leg kicks can chop you down like a lumberjack in Canada. The problem? Jacoby is 1-4 in his last 5 fights, and those losses haven't exactly inspired confidence. It's like watching your favorite football team blow a fourth quarter lead over and over again. You want to root for them, but at some point it just hurts too much. His takedown defense is decent, but it's his inability to put a stamp on fights lately that's been the issue. Jacoby tends to fall into patterns of inactivity, which is a bad idea when you're up against a guy like Petrino, who's throwing bombs like he's auditioning for the next Fast and Furious movie. That said, Jacoby's durability is something to note. He's not an easy guy to put away, and if he can drag Petrino into deep waters, he might have a chance to make this a technical striking match. But let's be real, it's hard to trust him after this recent stretch of performances. So who wins? This fight boils down to power versus technique. Petrino is going to come out aggressive, looking to land big shots early and set the tone. Jacoby will need to weather the storm, use his movement, and try to take advantage of Petrino's cardio issues if the fight goes into the later rounds. The problem is Jacoby's recent track record doesn't give you much faith. He's struggled to get things going in his last few outings, and against a guy as dangerous as Petrino, you can't afford to start slow or take rounds off. Official pick, Vitor Petrino. I'm going with Vitor Petrino here. Jacoby's technical striking is good, but it's hard to get behind him when he's been so inconsistent. Petrino's power is a game changer, and I think he'll find Jacoby's chin at some point in this fight, and let's face it, Jacoby's current skid is like ordering fast food and hoping it'll taste like a 5-star meal. You want to believe, but deep down, you know better. Unless Jacoby can pull something spectacular out of his hat, this feels like Petrino's fight to lose. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.